Good afternoon, class. Today we'll be learning about the basics of arithmetic functions on Excel. So here I got four different questions here that we can solve using basic arithmetic functions like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So we're going to start off with addition first. So here is a column of numbers that I want to add together. To add the numbers here in this column, you would want to click on an open cell and click the equal sign or press the equal sign, and you want to put the function of what you want to do. So in this case, I want to add. So another word for add is sum. So I'm going to have the sum of these numbers, and you want to open parentheses, and you want to put all the values in this open parentheses so you can tell the computer to do that job. So what I'm going to do is hold control, and instead of typing each specific cell like A21, A22, A23, I'm just going to click on the cells with the control button pressed down, so it makes it a lot easier to do so. And then once you get all your values, you can close parentheses and press enter. And there, as you can see, it is 15. You can double check by doing it yourself. 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 plus 3 is 12, 12 plus 2 is 14, and 14 plus 1 is 15. Now, we will learn subtraction. Subtraction is a little bit difficult because in a in a sequence of subtraction, it will be difficult because the computer can't recognize which one to subtract first. So you should only do two values at the same time. So to do the subtraction function, you want to again press equal. The equal sign tells the computer to do a certain function, and you want to type I'm sub. And then you can open parentheses, and you want to control click on the two values you want, and then close parentheses. So we can tell here 10 minus 1 is equal to 9. And just to make sure if it's working or we got the correct values, you can go to the formula sheet up above the data of the spreadsheet, and you can just click on it, and you can see that the two parts are highlighted. On to division, we want to find out how many times 3 can go into 15. So in this case, you want to again click on find an empty cell, type equal sign, and for the function for division, there is no function for division, so you want to put the numbers manually or click on the cells and put a divide sign. So for example, I want 15 divided by 3, so I'm going to control click 15. I'm going to put the divide sign, which is a slash, and then the 3. When I press enter, it will be 5. And we can tell this because 15 divided by 3 is equal to 5. And here it shows that I selected the correct cells. And for this last part, I'm going to find out what does 7 times 7 make. So for multiplication, it would be the same or something similar to division because multiplication doesn't have a function. So or a typable function in regards to words. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the equal sign, type the equal sign, and I want to select the first cell, which is the 7, G21, and the sign for multiplication is an asterisk because the asterisk is also like a synonym for multiplication. So I got that 7 times, and on my second value, you don't have to put the parentheses for this one because it's two values, and the computer can tell what you're trying to do. So when you press enter, that's your answer. And we know that 7 times 7 is 49, so this is correct. Good afternoon, class. This is the second video on using arithmetic functions into real-life scenarios. So first off, we're going to start with the top left here, and I want to know how many pairs of shoes I have in my shoe rack. And here in the first column here, it shows what are the brands or types of shoes that I have. And here are the number of shoes I have in my rack. So to find out the total, I want to add up all the pairs of shoes in my rack. So the function for adding is equals sum, open parentheses, and I want to click on these cells individually, holding control. and close parentheses. And that will give me 8 total pairs of shoes in my shoe rack. Now for the second, I want to find out how much it will cost me to pay for my bills. So here we have the number or how much each bill cost. So we're first going to add this all up together. So again, we're going to equal sum, open parentheses, and click on each individual cell that we want with control and close parentheses. And now we have 260. Our bill will be 260. But what if I had $500 for my paycheck and I want to subtract it with the 260? What I can do, I'm going to add the 260 here. So my 500 paycheck minus my 260 bill. Remember, what is the function for subtraction? I'm sub, open parentheses. The bigger number is always first because unless you want to get a negative number. So we're going to put the bigger number first, followed by the second, and close parentheses. And now we have $240. So if I had a $500 check and I pay off my bills, I will get 240. Now here we want to find out how many times this bacteria has multiplied, or what is the amount of bacteria that has been made after all this time it's been multiplying. This can be used in like a scientific scenario. So for example, if I had one single-celled bacteria and it multiplied 2 times at 1 a.m., 2 times in 2 a.m., 2 times in 3 a.m., and 2 times in 4 a.m. So for that, we want to use the multiplication method, and in order to do that, we're going to get all the cells that we want to multiply. But remember, there is no word function for multiplication, so we want to use the asterisk sign. And we want to do that for every single number. And I believe you don't have to put the open close parentheses because it will automatically do it for you. So here in this case, if I had one bacteria cell and it multiplied 2 times at this time, 2 times at this time, 2 times at this time, and 2 times at this time, it will equal to 16 pieces of bacteria. And we can double check that by 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, and 8 times 2 is 16. Now here, we can use an application of division, right? So if I had one large pie and I have 8 friends and I want to have 1 slice for each friend, how many slices will I get? So here we will put the equal sign, and remember the function for division, it is a slash sign. So you want to get the amount of pies divided by how many friends we have. And I believe it's going to, yes, it's going to give us less than a whole number because we only have 1 pie and we're splitting it to 8. And we want to try and turn this into a fraction if we can, or better yet, we will multiply this value by 100, because if we multiply any number, if we multiply a percentage number with 100, it will make it look better in decimal form. So here, 12.5 means that at least 12 to 13% of the pie will go to one friend. And that is all. Thank you for watching.